It was a time of sorrow. It was a time before time. It was a time when wisdom had been lost to the people. And strangeness whispered in the sands. In this time of aloneness, there was a woman. A woman who had separated herself from her tribe. And had sought a place of isolation. There she could contemplate her life and try to find her way back to that which she felt bereft of. As she wandered in this place, she came across the dried-out skull of an animal. And fascinated by its beauty, she took it with her and placed it in a special space upon these shifting sands. As time went by, she started to find more and more of these bleached, forgotten bones. And as she gathered them, she began to create the pattern of this animal, this creature, this forgotten one. It became her quest, her journey, and she searched until she had them all except one tiny bit, the front toe. As time passed and searching still, she became weary and afraid, and only the habit of daily search took her out to look and look again. Then one day she saw a flash, a glint, a gleam, and suddenly she knew she had found it. She could see it. The bit, the missing bone. Her fingers fumbled in the joy of discovery, and she rushed back to her collection, her bones, and with trembling fingers placed the missing piece in its rightful place. At last, the skeleton was complete. It was whole. That which was lost was found. A strange sound rolled across the sky. A thrum. The very earth beat once and once again. And the bones moved. Then the world turned backwards, and the bones started to flesh out as they sang their song of life. And the very core cried out within her heart. The bones became alive, a living, vibrant wolf. The old woman sat back riveted, watching this mystery. From something lost, life was being born. Then the air seemed to crawl around the wolf. The sand shimmered and gasped. A second howl rolled across the plain. The very earth was giving birth. As the wolf changed, the transformation echoed. Wolf became woman. the old woman's soul sang. She knew this was what she had searched for. This was what she had wept for. All these long years, all these empty days. This missing part of her, this missing part of woman, the most sacred, the most precious, her wild soul. As tears rolled down her cheeks, she started to remember her mother's mother's mother, and dreamt of her daughters, daughters, daughters. Young woman and old woman looked at each other, recognizing each other, claiming each other. Together, they could begin their journey home. Their journey home.